Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mantra 108, where we're working our way through the third week. We're on the day one of week number 3 for our peace mantra. This mantra that we chant for all beings, all sentient beings. And this is true of all of the peace mantras. So there is not a specific deity involved with the peace mantras, the Shantipat mantras. Rather, they're chanted out to the divine, to the universe, to all beings everywhere. And the prayers that are contained within these Shantipat mantras are meant to be called out to just this overall energy of the divine, this big comprehensive universe. So we send this prayer up to the divine, to the universe, asking that all beings might be at ease, find happiness. Asking that beings be free from disease, illness. Asking that all beings might see what is spiritually uplifting for them, and that all beings be free from suffering, that there be no suffering for anyone. So I think if we all were living in that space, if this prayer could be fulfilled for everyone, then we would have far less suffering and hatred and anger and fighting and uncivil discourse, all of these things that we're finding ourselves involved in as a race, as a species, as a culture. Oh, nice warm morning drink. So yesterday we talked about the very final point of Eshwaran's 8-point practice, meditation practice. And that very final point is the importance of keeping spiritual company through reading the mystics, reading those who have been on the spiritual journey, reading their experience with it, tapping into their experience with the spiritual journey, the mystical journey, the divine connection with God. And so one of the things that Eshwaran recommends is that when we are reading the mystics, that we really digest each one of these beautiful writings thoroughly, and that we don't just hop from one to another. And so I'll read just a little short thing that he says about that. There is a tale of a man who found on the road a large stone bearing the words, "Under me lies a great truth." The man strained and strained to turn the stone over, And finally, he succeeded. And on the bottom was written, "Why do you want a new truth when you do not practice what you already know?" Ooh, that's kind of a calling up, isn't it? How many of us can relate to that? Why do we search and search and search for new things, new teachings, new ideas that might help us be more satisfied, help us be more happy, help us be free of dis-ease, help us be spiritually uplifted by seeing only those things that are spiritually uplifting, by for being free from suffering. How many of us just keep looking for newer and newer and newer things that might help us tap into that space rather than a space of suffering? So he says, in spiritual reading too, it takes time to assimilate the truths that we meet. Far better to read a few books and make them your own than to read many books quickly and superficially. Just as you will grow more crops by cultivating your own garden, however tiny, than you would by flying in an airplane over all the farmland in the country. So, rather than flying over and taking that overview, he's suggesting that we really dig deeply into spiritual writings, into the writings of the mystics. And so you may be asking yourselves, what writings does he recommend, or what writings do you, Kathy, recommend? So I guess I'll start with me. One of the mystics that I've been reading and contemplating and embracing for many, many years is Rumi, Jalaluddin Rumi, 12th century mystic poet, who is still the most popular poet, most read poet in all of the world. And there are many translations of his writings. My favorite is Coleman Barks' translations, but there are many others as well. And so as Aishwaran says, coming back over and over again to these writings of Rumi has helped me go deeper and deeper with them and helped me understand a more universal truth about what Rumi calls the beloved, the divine, and the divine in all of us, the beloved in all of us. So Rumi is a top choice for me. As you know, I'm a big fan of Aishwaran, and he has written many wonderful books. And one of the ones that I would recommend is actually a 3-volume set of the Bhagavad Gita. And let's see if I can say the precise name of, oh yeah, it's called the Bhagavad Gita for Daily Living. And it's a wonderful 3-volume set that you can use as kind of a daily guide for how to live your life. The Yoga Sutras are some of my favorites. If you want to go a little more deeply into Hindu spiritual study, the Upanishads are wonderful. Actually, my wonderful uncle, who is now gone on to fly in the sky, do other things. He introduced me to the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita when I was a little girl, about, I don't know, 10 years old, something like that. He first started telling me that these were important readings. So those are some of my favorites. So here in Eshwaran's book, he also recommends, well, there are about 3 pages of recommendations here, but so as anthologies or background sources, there is a book written in 1970 by Aldous Huxley. The Perennial Philosophy is the name of this book. I have not read that, but I'm thinking I might circle back to that. And Eshwaran has another book it's called God Makes the Rivers to Flow. And there are passages for meditation in that book. And so you can look to the source of those passages and read books from the sources of those passages. From Christian mysticism, there is a book that was written in the 40s, the early 40s, called The Confessions of St. Augustine, translated by F.J. Sheed. So that's one that he recommends. He also recommends Meister Eckhart, a modern translation, and that was also written in the 40s. The Life of Saint Teresa of Jesus, which is the autobiography of Saint Teresa of Avila, written in the 60s. The Way of a Pilgrim. This was a more modern book written in the 70s. And of course, these Hindu mysticism books that I recommended earlier. There's one that I have not read that Eshwaran recommends over and over again, and it's called The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. And so there probably are several translations of that, I would imagine. But the translation that he is recommending is by Swami Nikalananda. There is a Buddhist mysticism, if you like Buddhist traditions. The Teachings of the Compassionate Buddha. That was written in 55. If you enjoy Jewish mysticism, Tales of the Hasidim by Martin Buber, and this was in the 40s, written in the 40s. And then Eshwaran also recommends Rumi, readings by Rumi. So that gives you some ideas. You could also just go to the Guru Google. We always like to look at the Guru Google because it brings us all wisdom. So if you want to go to Google, you can just search for the mystics, writings by the mystics. And if you want to go to a specific tradition, you can ask for writings of that tradition, the mystics in that tradition. But I too recommend reading these wonderful teachings that ground us in so many of the things that we have talked about through all of these 21-day practices, which is actually bringing us back to our own inner light of awareness, and doing this in a way that it helps us understand the paths of the mystics, the paths of walking a spiritual life, living a spiritual life. So I will turn on our tempura. I'm getting our beads ready here. Let's go ahead and begin our morning mantra. Close your eyes. Sit tall in your seat, ground down to the earth as you rise up to the sky. Soften skin, soften muscles, soften your chitta, your heart, mind. Let's take an inhale together to begin. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashid dukha bhavet. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashid dukha bhavet. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashid dukha bhavet. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashid dukha bhavet. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashid dukha bhavet. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashid dukha bhavet. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखात् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् भवेत्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःखाभाग् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु kashir dukha bhag bhavet sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashir dukha bhag bhavet. That brings us to the end of our practice today. Thank you so much for being with me. We are on the final week. This is day number 15. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Sending lots of love to everybody.